Today, we're doing a deep dive into a modern wellness formula, Jala Life OPC. We're going to break down its key ingredients, take a look at its unique delivery system, and really understand the philosophy behind it to see what makes it tick. So let's get right into it. So, have you ever heard of this thing called the French paradox? It's this really curious observation that even with a diet that's pretty rich in fats, some folks in France have historically had amazing heart health. Scientists have been fascinated by this for years, and a lot of the research points to these powerful compounds you find in things like red wine. That paradox? It's the perfect way for us to jump into what we're exploring today. You see, on a cellular level, our bodies are in this constant battle with something called oxidative stress. A good way to think of it is kind of like internal rust. It's caused by these unstable molecules, and the heroes in this story, the ones that fight back, they're called antioxidants. And that right there brings us to our focus. We're going to take a close look at how Jala Life OPC is specifically engineered to deliver a concentrated dose of natural compounds designed to fight that very stress. So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with the hunt for antioxidants, then we'll deconstruct the 3 core ingredients, look at its breakthrough absorption technology and its promise of purity, and finally, we'll put all the pieces back together. Okay, so if our goal is to fight oxidative stress, where do we even begin to look for the most effective cellular bodyguards? Well, more often than not, the search leads us right back to nature, to the plant kingdom. The answer is hiding in these incredible plant compounds called polyphenols, which are basically a plant's own natural defense system. And 2 of the heaviest hitters are OPC from grape seeds and Resveratrol. Yep, the exact compound that's linked to that French paradox we just mentioned. All right, let's get to the fun part. Let's pull back the curtain and break down the 3 core ingredients that are really the engine of this entire formula. First up, we've got OPC. This is a super powerful antioxidant that comes from grape seeds. Its main job, its whole purpose really, is to act like a shield for your cells by neutralizing those damaging free radicals. Next on the list is resveratrol, and that's the compound we keep tying back to the French paradox. Now, while you can find it in grapes, this formula actually uses Japanese knotweed, which is said to provide a much more potent and pure source for supporting cellular health. And the final member of our power trio is liposomal vitamin C. Now that word liposomal, it just means the vitamin C is wrapped in a protective layer so your body can absorb it better. It's an antioxidant on its own, but it also works to support the immune system and even helps with collagen production. Now, having powerful ingredients is one thing, but if your body can't actually absorb them, what's the point, right? Their benefit is totally lost. And this brings us to a really, really important concept: bioavailability. This comparison really shows a fundamental difference in approach. See, a lot of conventional supplements just pack in super high doses, hoping that enough gets absorbed. But Jala Life's liquid formula is all about optimal bioavailability. It's designed from the ground up to help the body absorb the ingredients more efficiently, so you don't need those massive doses in the first place. So beyond the ingredients and how you absorb them, there's a 3rd pillar to this whole formula, and that's its philosophy of purity. This is about what goes in, for sure, but it's also very deliberately about what they've chosen to leave out. And this list says a lot about what's not in the bottle. By leaving out common additives, harsh solvents, sugar, they're really going for a clean label approach that's focused purely on delivering those active ingredients. This quote from the company's philosophy really just sums it all up, doesn't it? It frames the product not just as another supplement, but as part of a natural, holistic worldview. The whole idea is working with nature, not trying to outsmart it. And that philosophy, it's backed by some very real quality markers. The final product is made in Switzerland, a country famous for its high manufacturing standards, and it even uses pure alpine water as its base. All the ingredients, from the grapes for the OPC to the packaging itself, are sourced with sustainability in mind. Okay, so we've deconstructed all the key parts. We've taken it apart piece by piece. Now let's put it all back together and see what the final product looks like as a whole. So if you boil it all down, the formula is really built on these 3 pillars. Number 1, a potent and synergistic blend of ingredients. Number 2, an enhanced delivery system designed for maximum bioavailability. And number 3, an uncompromising commitment to purity and quality, all the way from the Swiss Alps to the final bottle. And all of this leaves us with one final big thought. What we're seeing here is ancient plant wisdom, the kind of stuff hinted at by the French paradox. being combined with modern science to create these highly targeted, pure, and absorbable formulas. So the question is this combination, this refining of nature's oldest secrets, is that the real path forward for wellness? It is definitely a fascinating space to watch.